listen to the master before you stay. Up the tree of the loneliness, up the mess of the good let your light so be that let me see the joy of serving Jesus with a smile. I'm James Blackwood. Welcome to our Blackwood homecoming. Family and friends are here to present to you many of the songs identified with the Blackwood Brothers Quartet in hopes it will bring back many fond memories. So sit back and enjoy the music our family has sung for over 60 years. You can look at the smile, you can do that smile every day. With someone wanting on life's way. From the paths of sin, with the wanderers into the master before you stay. Up the tree of the story I haven't told everything. I was lost, reborn, and raised a child of the King. I am a royal descendant of a king from Jerusalem. I'm a part of the bloodline of David. That's who I am. And I claim kindred to Isaac, to Jacob, and I'm a royal descendant of a king from Jerusalem. Out in this world can I stand and say such a thing? To say that I'm royal and to claim that my father is a king. I'll have to take you to an altar where it happened many years ago. I met this king, I was washed in his
very best of Southern gospel music right here on WOTG Radio Network and Television and Alan Presley Promotions, Facebook Live and YouTube. Monday through Sunday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., bringing you the best in gospel music. Alan Presley Promotions is a listener-funded ministry. We would ask you to be in prayer about becoming a financial partner with Alan and Linda Presley to keep this wonderful music, the great music of Southern gospel, coming out to you each night. If you would like to make a donation to this ministry, you can send your donation to Alan Presley, 611 Old Highway 68, Sweetwater, Tennessee, 37874. WOTG Radio Network and Television and Alan Presley Promotions on Facebook Live and YouTube. Monday through Sunday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Come and join with us.
Hey folks, we're glad to be here tonight. Appreciate everyone for tuning us in. And we on the WOTG TV, that's Roku Television. And we appreciate everybody that's listening to our program. Hey, we're going to have a good time on this Saturday night and playing great gospel music. Hey, we went to the mailbox today and we had some brand new music that's been sent in here from over there around Salisbury, North Carolina. And we didn't know we was getting this, but we got it in here today, and we even going to be playing a little bit of it tonight. And we appreciate these people that send us this music. And man, I tell you what, God is really blessing us with a lot of great music. And we got a lot of music. We got tons and tons of it, folks. But we're glad to be here, and we appreciate that. And we appreciate everyone on our program. We have several call-ins. We've had a lot of people in a little over 5 years that have showed up, and we put them on the Roku Television. We put them on Facebook and on YouTube. We put them on live. And we do our best to try to help them. And we appreciate their help of helping us too, because we sure do need a lot of help. I mean, this is a big job when you go to doing all this stuff, folks. We don't just come in here for 2 hours, play music, walk off and leave it. There's a lot of work after, a lot of work before. And we're going to let Linda come on here and tell us who we got coming on to sing. I don't want to mess the name up.
I thought you was going to show your shirt.
Well, I will, but you're going to have to do the talking there.
Okay, you want to show it now?
No, because you're not going to be heard.
I will when you get up. Okay, walk by faith and not by sight. Turn around where I think it's 1 Corinthians 5:7. Is that right?
I guess.
No, or 2 Corinthians 5:7.
She's trying to read it backwards.
Yeah, I got it right. And you want to tell who got it? But anyway, we're going to play a few Father's Day songs. We didn't advertise it.
Well, tell them where it come from.
I thought you was going to.
Our
youngest granddaughter, our youngest daughter, got that for him for Father's Day. And we're going to play a few Father's Day songs tonight, and we'll play some more tomorrow night. We didn't advertise it. I don't know. I knew it was Father's Day, but I forgot that we needed to do this. So we'll play a few tonight and a few tomorrow night.
And who we got coming up to sing?
Mildred Weddle. I guess that's right. Mildred Weddle. The Weddle family.
And take a listen. This is brand new stuff that we got in here. and she sent me a whole bunch of stuff, and we didn't know we was going to get it. And we're going to be doing an interview coming up very soon with them on the program, and we'll let you know when that happens, and we'll make a poster and get the word out to you. Let's take a listen to this new group on the program.
And we got 3 CDs, but I only got 2 in today, so I'll have to do the other one tomorrow.
Okay, let's take a listen. Here we go.
Tell me what to do. The 12 disciples on my roadside, and Jesus will take me safely through. There'll be no detours in heaven, no rough roads along the way. I'm using my Bible for the road. Stop is heaven some sweet day. I'm using my Bible for the road now. The children of Israel used it too. They caused the Red Sea of destruction, and God was there to see them through. There'll be detours in heaven, no rough roads along the way. I'm using my Bible for the road now. My last stop is heaven some sweet day. Yes, my last stop is heaven some sweet day. Dreams of yesterday to my little cabin door. I strolled beside a rock garden and saw familiar scenes once more. I heard the organ softly playing. Its music came so sweet and low, and I heard my mother sweetly singing, as oft I did so long ago. I was dreaming of a little cabin, and I heard somebody call my name. I looked and saw a sweet old lady, and it seemed I was a child again. She gently put her arms around me and kissed a little girl once more. And I knew it was the same sweet mother that had kissed me many times before. I heard her sing the Rock of Ages and silver threads among the gold. She told me once again of Jesus within that little cabin fold. She opened up her favorite Bible where the family records used to be, and I knew it was the same sweet mother that years ago had cradled me. embrace her precious guiding hand. But I know that when I reach God's city, I'll hear her call my name again. I was dreaming of a little cabin, and I heard somebody call my name. I looked and saw a sweet old lady, and it seemed I was a child again. She gently put her arms around me and kissed her little girl once more. And I knew it was the same sweet mother that had kissed me many times before. And I knew it was the same sweet mother that had kissed me many times.
We're gonna get another in here.
I used to visit Grandma when I was just a kid. She told me all about her life and all the things she did. They walked to church and stayed there all the day long. And when it was over, you'd hear them sing these songs. It was sweet, by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore, just over in the glory land. I'll join the happy angel band and redeem our divine. Glory, glory, Christ is mine. When nothing else could help, love lifted me. Now Grandma loved her pictures, she cherished everyone. And when someone would ask, she began to carry on. A sentimental value, she hung them with no shame. As Grandma would visit her precious roll of fame. Now Grandma's gone to Jesus, and I'm sure she's having fun. She's singing and shouting and walking with God's Son. I'm sure if you could see her walking along, she's waiting for her family, her precious roll of fame. In the sweet by and by, we shall meet on that beautiful shore, just over in the glory
some of the new music we got in here today, and we got some of it in the system here, and we will be getting the rest of it in later on. But anyway, we got coming up on the old party line is a young guy, and he's in his 30s, and he is a living miracle, and we proud we got his music, and we are tickled to death to know him, and we talk quite often on the computer here, and his name is Josh Wilson. Hey, Josh, are you on out there tonight? Linda says she's seen you there, and we appreciate Josh. Yeah, Josh's on. I heard him holler all the way up there in West Virginia, down here in Tennessee. I hear Josh hollering. And we're going to listen to Josh sing a few songs, and let's take a listen to Josh Wilson. Folks, if ever was a miracle, this guy is. Take a listen to Josh Wilson.
The preacher told the people about the power found in prayer, and that the offer of salvation was for everybody there. A little girl in the front row, listening circle be unbroken. By and by, Lord, by and by, there's a better home awaiting up in the sky, up in the sky.
Josh is going to hard me to play an instruments for him. Right, Josh?
I went home, my home was lonesome.
I can play
For
anything,
my
folks.
dear friend, she'd gone home. All my family, friends were wondering why I was so down and alone. Will the circle be unbroken? By and by, Lord, by and by, there's a better home awaiting in the sky, in the sky. There's a better home awaiting, well, in the sky, in the sky.
Well, folks, we're having a good time. We had these two groups on to sing so far, and we're going to change the order of the program just a little bit. We're going to play a few songs for Father's Day, and we're going to send these songs out to all the fathers around the country. And you know, fathers, this is the only day of the year you're going to get all year long, so you better take advantage of it. And, you know, you lay in bed, you know, get up in time, go to church or whatever you're going to do there tomorrow. But anyway, you can lay in bed, you know, for a while, and maybe mama will bring your breakfast and coffee to you into bed. I don't know if that's going to work or not, but hey, it's worth a try. Say, tomorrow's Father's Day. This is my holiday tomorrow, and tomorrow's Daddy's Day. You're Belinda.
You get it 365 days a year, don't you?
Hey, she don't give my breakfast in bed no 365 days a year.
Well, when you're still sleeping in that lift chair, and I would bring your breakfast in there, so that's the same thing.
No, not hardly either. But tomorrow's a holiday, you know. Tomorrow's Pappy's Day. Tomorrow, and ain't that right?
Right.
Hey, what we gonna be singing? What we gonna be
Well,
playing?
you know, Alan,
What?
Mother's Day was last month, and I didn't get breakfast in bed.
Yeah, but look all that other good stuff you get.
Like what?
I don't know.
I can't eat candy anymore, not unless it's sugar free. And what else could I get for Mother's Day besides breakfast in bed?
Well, Lady Presley, you get a hard time.
That's true.
Okay, let's play some songs for Father's Day. I think we got second generation coming up. We're sending this out to all the fathers, and here we go. Take a listen to the second generation. Here we go.
Daddy was an old-time preacher man. He preached the word of God throughout the land. He preached so plain a child could understand. Yes, Daddy was an old-time preacher man. He
Mama said, come home to supper.
When I was but a boy in days of childhood, I used to play till evening shadows come, then winding down an old familiar pathway, I heard my mother call and said of son, come home, it's supper time. The shadows leaving fast. Come home, it's supper time. We're going home at last. Some of the fondest memories of my childhood are woven around supper time. When I can hear our mother call from the back steps of the old home place. Say, come on home, son, it's supper time. Gee, I'd love to hear that once again, but you know, time has woven the realization of a truth that's even more thrilling. When I can hear our Father call from the portals of glory and say, come on home, son, it's supper time. In visions now I see her standing yonder, and her familiar voice I hear once more. The banquet table's ready up in heaven. It's supper time upon the golden shore. Come home, it's supper time. The shadows leaving fast. Come home, it's supper time. We're going home at last. We're going home at last.
We got Mr. Danny Vanderberg coming up, and this is out for songs for the fathers.
He worked hard all his life, through the good times and the bad, building churches with those rough and callous hands. But the most important thing was the Bible that he read, and with that book of love, he made our house a home. He built a firm foundation on Christ's solid rock, with walls of love that sheltered from the storm, a roof above to keep us safe, and floors of faith to run the race. With the loving wife, he made our house a home. He met a man at Calvary who changed his life eternally. The life he preached was the one he lived. He taught us kids to pray and sing, and how to trust in Jesus' name. With every prayer, he made our house a home. He built a firm foundation on Christ the solid rock, with walls above that shelter from the storm, the roof above to keep us safe, and floors of faith to run the race. With the loving wife, He made our house a home. He built a firm foundation on Christ the solid rock, with walls above that shelter from the storm, the roof above to keep us safe, and floors of faith to run the race. With the loving wife, He made our house a home. With the roof above to keep us safe, and floors of faith to run the race. With the loving wife, He made our house a home. And with that book of love, He made our house a home.
And when Danny Thunderbird sings that song, that reminds me a lot of my dad. And my dad's in heaven. He died with a massacred heart attack at age 55. I was about 30 years old, and I was pastoring a church in Adrian, Michigan. And I had come all the way back down here when I got the word that he had passed away. On that Christmas of that year, in 1975, he died in 76. And my dad would visit me for the last Christmas time together in 1975. When he was getting ready to come back to Tennessee, he put his head and patted it on top of my head and said, "Son, if I don't never see you again, I'll see you in heaven one day." And I know he's in heaven. Hey, I can still go into a lot of churches. My dad was like this. My grandfather was the same way. My grandfather could have been a millionaire, but he took all his money and spent it on helping people and helping one another, and even building churches and furnishing every stick of lumber in those churches. My dad was the same way. And he done plumbing, he done electrician and all of that. And I can still go in some of the churches and see the evidence all them years gone where my dad had been, because if it wasn't for him, they wouldn't have had the electricity and the lights in the church. They wouldn't have had the running water and the bathrooms. But that's the way my dad was, and he didn't charge him a penny for the churches to do that. I can remember who even put ceiling up in some of the churches. And folks, I tell you what, when Danny Thunderbird sang that song, that reminds me of my dad. And my dad's in heaven now, and I know he's in heaven, and I'm looking forward to one day of being with him. You got anything to say, Lady Presley? Well, we got coming up next to sing another Father's Day song, and it's Jim Hamill. Jim Hamill was a great person. He gave me tons and tons of music back years ago when we was working, not working, but playing gospel music all night on a Sunday night, 12 hours of it. And Jim Hamill helped me out, giving me tons of music. Jim Hamill's in heaven too. He used to sing with the Kingsmen Quartet, and we got the Kingsmen Quartet with a lot of songs of his where he was with them. And Ray Reeves can tell you a lot about Jim Hamill, and I can tell you quite a bit too. But Jim Hamill's going to sing this next song. And Linda, what's the name of that?
Grandpa's Way.
The what?
Grandpa's Way.
Grandpa's Way. And folks, listen to Jim Hamill as he sang this song, Grandpa's Way. We're playing songs tonight for Father's Day out there. So take a listen to Grandpa's Way. Here we go.
Leaking on the local church. He'd be right there when he got the word. The saw would whine, the hammer would ring, and
will say that wasn't nothing, just Grandpa's way. He worked every day and the work was hard. He knew how to hammer and he knew how to saw. He knew how to plow and he knew how to pray. To him it wasn't nothing, just Grandpa's way. He'd plow a field in the burning sun, like a work that was never done. For his grandson, he'd find the time to go to the creek and wet a fishing line. Got on his knees and thanked the Lord every day. That wasn't nothing, just Grandpa's way. He worked every day and the work was hard. He knew how to hammer and he knew how to saw. He knew how to plow and he knew how to pray. To him it wasn't nothing, just Grandpa's way. All right, man, talk to me now. He worked every day and the work was hard. He knew how to hammer and he knew how to saw. He knew how to plow and he knew how to pray. To him it wasn't nothing, just Grandpa's way. To him it wasn't nothing, just Grandpa's way.
We got Murray Burke coming up. Tell us about Father's Day.
Sometimes I wonder who I am, don't have a clue about the plan that I'm a part of. My brain's in constant motion, questions bigger than the ocean. And when that gets started, I'll start right where I stand. I watch the water rush through the sand. I remind myself who set the whole thing turning. The waves in my heart keep thumping. I think I'm on to something I can't explain. I'm part of my father's story, wrapped in love and bound for glory. Do it like rain, like sunbeams dancing on the water. I'm my father's daughter. Sometimes I'm lost inside my head. I question everything you said about this life I'm living. If I leave all that behind, there's peace and joy that I can find in what I've been given. And I start right where I stand. I watch the water rush through the sand and remind myself who set the whole thing turning. The waves in my heart keep thumping. I think I'm on to something I can't explain.
we got Phil Cross coming up and singing a song about farmers. Phil Cross and Poets Boys.
Grandfather lives in the old home place, but now he lives there alone. He works a little garden in a little place, but he spends a lot of time by the phone, just waiting for us to ring his number, to tell him we are coming over. His eyes are filling in, and he can't hear much at all. But he knows when we step up on the front porch, and he knows when we walk through the front door. And there's a gleam in his eye when he realizes that we are right where we belong. In his word there's a lifetime of wisdom, and he holds the key to a kingdom. And when we're not right there with him, when we're far away, we know what he's doing every day. Grandfather's sitting in the living room, waiting for us to come home, come home. The grandest great father of us all lives in a palace on gold, with millions of loved ones at his beckon call, singing holy, holy, holy to his soul. In his hands he's holding to everything, still he's waiting, watching and listening for each and every one of his daughters and his sons. For he knows when we step up on the front porch, and he knows when we walk through the front door. And there's a gleam in his eye when he realizes that we are right where we belong. In his word there's a lifetime of wisdom, and he holds the key to the kingdom. And when we're not right there with him, when we're far away, we know what he's doing every day. The Father's sitting in the living room, waiting for us to come home, come home, come home, children, come home, come home, children, come home, God's children, come home, come home, children, come home. The Father's sitting in the living room, waiting for us to come home.
Come on home, children.
Who is this one I see?
You're listening to the very best of Southern gospel music right here on WOTG Radio Network and Television, and Alan Presley Promotions, Facebook Live and YouTube. Monday through Sunday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., bringing you the best in gospel music. Alan Presley Promotions is a listener-funded ministry. We would ask you to be in prayer about becoming a financial partner with Alan and Linda Presley to keep this wonderful music, the great music of Southern Gospel, coming out to you each night. If you would like to make a donation to this ministry, you can send your donation to Alan Presley, 611 Old Highway 68, Sweetwater, Tennessee, 37874. WOTG Radio Network and Television and Alan Presley Promotions on Facebook Live and YouTube, Monday through Sunday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Come and join with us.
We got Tammy Jones Robinette coming on down, playing a lot of songs for Father's Day here tonight.
I remember when I was a little girl, it was summer and school was out. Mom and Dad and 8 kids in a station wagon, US 23 South was the route that led us to old Kentucky, place my daddy loved, and the mountains that seemed to touch the stars, heavens above. My daddy's mountains are tall and wide and stand with heritage and pride. They held the hopes of friends and family he loved, tucked away in the trees, filled with a blanket of memories. My daddy's mountains feel like home to me. The Appalachians, beautiful and green, took him back miles in memory. He would just smile and shake his head when he would make a bow. His mom and daddy's childhood days and where he came from, and those precious mountains he was always so proud of. My daddy's mountains are tall and wide, they stand with heritage and pride. They held the homes of friends and family he loved, tucked away in the trees, filled with a blanket of memories. My daddy's mountains feel like home to me. Oh, they took him back, filled him with such joy. For in my daddy's mind he went home like a little boy. My daddy's mountains are tall and wide and stand with heritage and pride. They held the homes of friends and family he loved, tucked away in the trees, filled with a blanket of memories. My daddy's mountains feel like home to me. My daddy's mountains feel like home to me.
And folks, we're playing a lot of songs tonight about fathers and daddies and Like that, we're recognizing Father's Day tomorrow right here on Alan Presley Promotions. And we appreciate everybody tuning us in. And we've been heard on the Roku television, that's WOTG TV network. And we've been heard there. And we'll be on YouTube coming up later. And folks, I'd like to say this about our YouTube. Our YouTube channel is growing. We have now a total of 165 that belongs to our YouTube channel. I'm looking forward today to seeing it get 200 or more. And we can do that, folks. And if you are listening to our program on TV or anywhere, and you're not a member of our YouTube channel, go to YouTube and on the search bar type in Alan Bruce Presley. It should get you there. You'll see a red button. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't cost you one red penny. But you get notified, I think, when every time we put a program in. Or we put a lot of songs in. Me and Linda was been with the Chuck Wagon Gang a few times. We put their songs in. We've been with Ernie Dawson and our line. We put their songs in. And we have several of them like that on the YouTube too. And we even have more. But we're going to get on with the program tonight. And we're going to play some more songs for Father's Day. We got the Bobby Jones family coming up. And they're going to be telling us about Daddy. Let's take a listen.
Final chapter of his life closed that October day. Years of hard work, sweat, and tears now return to clay. Though he's gone, the seeds he sown when he knelt before the Lord have yielded fruits of labor. He's received a great reward. Mama told the story of a day when Daddy prayed. His body broken from the mines was the price that Daddy paid. Like Hezekiah, waiting 15 years of time, his cold house prayer restored to him his health that had declined. Daddy prayed down on his knees in a peculiar place. He'd go outside alone and fall upon his face. The old cold house holds the memories of his talks and deep requests. With all his faults and failures to his Maker he confessed. Passed away. God would never live to raise me up to know the way. When he knew his time was up, he called us round the bed to pray. His hands raised high, he waved goodbye with a smile upon his face. Then he prayed down on his knees in a peculiar place. He'd go outside alone and fall upon his face. The old cold house holds the memories of his talks and deep requests. With all his faults and failures to his Maker he confessed. That old cold house holds the memories of his talks and deep requests. With all his faults and failures to his Maker he confessed.
We got the Singing Cooks coming up. They gonna tell you about Daddy. Hit that share button after our Facebook.
In the back of my numbers, a sweet memory of an old front porch swing and Daddy singing to me. I can still feel the touch of his man. The men I have loved have been so true. Jesus, Daddy, and you. There are three kinds of love that everyone needs. I knew that something was missing for me. Then you came along and completed my life. I saw Jesus and Daddy in your loving eyes. I looked up when you put that ring on my hand, and I thank my God for one more perfect man. 3 men in my life whose love has been true. Jesus, Daddy, and you. 3 men in my life I gave my heart to. Jesus, Daddy, and you.
And folks, we're playing songs tonight, recognizing our fathers across this land. And let me tell you something. If you're not a Christian dad, you need to be, where you can lead and guide your family to the city of God. If you're not a Christian, you ought to give your heart and life to God. You know, in our age and time, there's a lot of kids and a lot of sons and daughters that they seem like they go bad and they stray away and they get away from home, and some of them even gets in a lot of trouble and a lot of problems. But even though they get in a lot of problems and a lot of troubles, you know, you feel like sometimes just giving up. But you don't give up because you care, and you all time are looking for that child to come back home and come to Jesus Christ. But if you're not a Christian dad or a Christian mom, you need to be. You need to give your life and heart to God. You know, in our age and day, they a lot of homes that breaks up, and moms and dads gets a divorce. And you know who they're hurting when that happens? They're hurting little Johnny or little Susie, the girl or the little daughter. That's who's suffering for it. That's who's in pain, just because you want your way and you don't work together and share the love of God. I want you to listen to Jim Hamill, formerly of the Kingsmen. You say, well, he's not with the Kingsmen now. No, he's in heaven, singing the heavenly choir. I love Jim Hamill of the Kingsmen. I loved a lot of them. But Jim Hamill was special to this Alan Presley because he recognized a person that would recognize you. We're going to listen to Jim Hamill, and I want you to listen to every word in this song. And let's take a listen right now. Here we go.
his way home and found himself seated beside a young man with nothing better to do. He turned to the young fellow and tried to start up a conversation with him about the weather or just things in general. He noticed he didn't receive an answer, and he turned to the young man and saw the tears streaming down his cheeks. He told him then, "Son, I'm a preacher. I'm a minister. I'll be glad to help you any way I can." The young man, through his tears, proceeded to tell this story. He said, "Preacher, 2 years ago I got so mean at home that my mom and dad couldn't do anything with me. And one day I even went so far as to strike my father with my fist. He told me then, 'Son, we're going to have to ask you to leave home. We can't do anything with you while you're breaking your mama's heart.'" Preacher, I wandered all over this country for the past 2 years. And then about 3 weeks ago, I gave my heart and life to Jesus. And I wrote my mom and dad a letter. I told them I'd be on this train. I told them I was coming home. The preacher told him, "Son, that's all well and good, but how do you know you're going to be welcome? How do you know everything's going to be all right at home?" The young man said, "Preacher, we've lived beside these old railroad tracks all of my life in a little old white house. And out behind the house is a great big old apple tree. I told my mom and dad in the letter, if I was welcome home, if everything was all right, just have Dad go out back and hang a white rag right on the top of that old apple tree. And I could see it from the train, and I'd know then that everything was all right. Preacher, we're almost home. We're almost home. Would you look out the window and tell me what you see? I want to go home so bad, and I'm afraid that white rag won't be in the top of that apple tree." The preacher dusted the window of the train and looked out. Then he had a great big grin on his face. He said, "Son, why, you don't have a thing in the world to worry about. That old apple tree's in full blossom. Why, there's white rags hanging all over it from one end to the other. That's all I can see is white rags. And out under the apple tree, I see that gray-haired old mom and dad of yours standing there waving a big white bed sheet, saying, 'Come on home, son. Come on home.' And you know, that's just like God. No matter how mean we've been, no matter how wicked we've been, no matter what we've done in and with our lives, all we have to do is say, 'Jesus, help me. Jesus, take away my sin.' And he'll welcome each and every one of us home."
Amen. You need to come to Jesus, folks. We got Thomas Lilly coming up to tell us about the daddy's grandfather.
There's a small black and white photograph of my granddaddy and me, standing tall in my overalls, happy as can be. The duration on the side proves that I was no more than 5. There's that 10 Seahorse Johnson that I always got to drive. I could push the truck, he'd pull the rope. That old Johnson, she'd crack with just one stroke. And I'd slap her in gear. We'd pull our caps down to our ears, and down the river we would go on that homemade boat. There's a lake granddaddy loved to fish, his favorite fishing spot. Fish could find him there most every day except Sunday, cold or hot. He taught me of faith and patience, ways of life I've yet forgotten. I never dreamed back then there on that lake his life would end. I could push the choke, he'd pull the rope. That old Johnson son, she'd crack with just one stroke. And I'd slap her in gear, we'd pull our caps down to our ears, and back up the river we'd go on that homemade boat. Lord, I know all things are possible through you. Yes, I believe. And I know there's a Jordan River where Granddaddy's waiting for me. And I know that he's been itching, wishing I could come go fishing. So I'm gonna live for you, Lord, until you come and take me too. And I'll push the choke, he'll pull the rope. That old Johnson, she'll still crack just one stroke. Then I'll slap her in gear, we'll put our caps down to our ears. Down the Jordan River we'll go on that homemade boat. Then I'll push the choke, he'll pull the rope. Back up the river of Jordan on that homemade boat.
Hey, we got coming up to sing next is Stephanie Lynn. She's down there out of Fort, Pensacola, Florida area, and she's in her 40s, and she about like way Josh is, Josh Wilson. And if Josh is still listening, Josh, hold that head up. You're not by yourself. Stephanie is a great singer. She was born this way, and she's been in a wheelchair all of her life. And, you know, like Josh out there and Stephanie, they both could very easily sit down and have a good reason to not do nothing, but they don't. And because they want to do things for God. Stephanie wants to sing, and she's a singer, and she's doing real good. She got one recording that the Florida Boys, one of them helped her out with the Florida Boys on here, and she got the Dixie Echoes that helped her out quite a bit. Well, she's been on a program a couple of times, but they don't sit down. Josh don't, Stephanie don't. They don't sit down and say, well, I can't do nothing. Stephanie is singing a lot right now across the country, and she sings a lot. And you know, most of us sit down, we just quit, and we don't have no room to quit. We need to keep working for God and telling the world about Jesus Christ. In just a moment, we're gonna play a song by Stephanie Levens. What, Linda, you got anything to say?
No.
I thought you did.
No, I didn't say nothing.
Okay.
You know what?
What?
Most of the time you can't hear, but now you're hearing things.
Do what now?
Most of the time you can't hear me, but now you're hearing things.
I don't know what you mean.
You thought I said something.
Oh.
You're hearing things.
Oh, she said I'm hearing things. But anyway, let's take a listen to Stephanie Levin on Alan Presley Promotions. Here she comes right now.
Have you got enough loving father that's going on? Do you remember him? I don't mind.
Precious memories, unseen angels.
Josh, you look by yourself.
From somewhere to my soul.
We don't need to ever quit, folks.
No home scenes of my childhood. In fond memory appear. Precious memories, how they linger, how they ever flood my soul. In the stillness of the midnight, precious sacred scenes unfold. As I travel on life's pathway, know not what the years may hold. As I wander, hopes grow fonder. Precious memories flood my soul. Precious memories, how they linger, how they ever flood my soul. In the stillness of the midnight, precious sacred scenes unfold. Precious sacred scenes unfold.
And we got Michael Combs coming up, and he's going to call everybody to supper time. It's time to eat, kids.
When I was just a boy in days of childhood, I used to play till evening shadows come. Then winding down an old familiar pathway, I heard my mama call that set of sun. She'd say to me, come home, it's supper time. The shadows lengthen fast. Come home, it's supper time. We're going home at last. One day beside her bedside, I was kneeling, and angel wings were winnowing the air. She heard the call for supper time in heaven, and now I know she's waiting for me there. I can hear her say, come home, it's supper time. The shadows lengthen fast. Come home, it's supper time. We're going home at last. In visions now I see her standing yonder, and her familiar voice I hear once more. The banquet table's ready up in heaven. It's supper time upon the golden shore. I can hear her say, come home, it's supper time.
Come on, folks.
These shadows
You're not a Christian. Come on to the Sharice version about fathers.
She slipped the CD in and waited for his voice to begin. A sailor in a war 6 decades before. Are my ears playing tricks on me, trying to get me to hear what I wish I could see? It's been 10 years since he spoke my name. If this is real, it still sounds the same. Daddy, did you think we wouldn't listen? Did you think we wouldn't care about the letters you wrote to Grandma, found in a box by a bedroom chair? The poems you wrote on the deck at night to read to your future wife. Daddy, how did we miss this part of your life? She listened so intently as the stories went on and on, told by a man she loved who was already gone. The handkerchief for Grandma you bought while you were on leave, delicately embroidered the words in Chinese. Cartons of cigarettes strapped to your legs, hidden beneath your bell bottoms to barter or trade. Daddy, did you think we wouldn't listen? Did you think we wouldn't care about the letters you wrote to Grandma, found in a box by a bedroom chair? The poems you wrote on the deck at night to read to your future wife. Daddy, how did we miss this part of your life? If you're an American soldier headed off to war, please don't forget just what you're fighting for, because you are a hero to your family and friends. They pray each night that you'll come home to them. So don't think that they won't listen. Don't you think that they won't care? Write those letters to your mama for the box by the bedroom chair. Keep a journal for your future wife, written in your bunk late at night. Please don't let them miss this part of your life. Don't think that they won't listen. Don't think that they won't care. Write those letters to your mama for the box by the bedroom chair. Keep a journal for your future wife, written in your bunk late at night. Please don't let them miss this part of your life. Please don't let them miss this part of your life.
We got Don Bradford coming up.
My old red flag lay scattered in pieces on the ground. as I tried to make them fit. I couldn't wait for Papa to come home. Fix it, Papa. You're the only one who can. I've tried so hard on my own. Now I need your helping hand. It's all in pieces, but I have faith in you. Fix it, Papa. Make it all brand new. Sometimes my life like that old bike gets scattered all around, and I find I just can't fix it on my own. That's when my Holy Father lends a helping hand. He puts the pieces back and makes me whole. Broken dreams and ruined lives, you fix everything. Waiting with outstretched arms, just call upon His name. Fix it, Papa. You're the only one who can. I've tried so hard on my own. Now I need a helping hand. It's all in pieces, but I have faith in you. Fix it, Papa. Make it all brand new. Fix it, Papa. Make it all brand new.
And we are playing songs tonight here and recognizing all of our fathers across this land. And folks, if you're listening to this program and you're not a Christian and you're not a Christian daddy, you need to give your life to God now. Jesus said to choose you this day whom you may serve. And God sent the invitation out, and all the way through the Bible, He said, whosoever will. That means everybody, whosoever will, let him come and drink of the water of life freely. And the invitation is to you. If you're not a Christian dad, you need to lead your family in the right way. And you can do that tonight by giving your heart and life to God. Here is one person that's going to sing a song. Jamie Smith and One Accord is going to sing this song. You might have been strayed away from God. You might have got away from God. You might have one time lived for God. But you got away from Him. And now you out there having to work in the hog pen and feed the hogs and all that. You need to come back to God and give your life to God. Listen to Jamie Smith and One Accord sing this song, The Prodigal Son. Take a listen. Wrong one.
Was it not
You
playing?
hit the wrong button.
It's not playing.
Hold on a minute, folks.
Good times, no peace in my heart I ever could find, and I got so tired beating after
lead the hog pen, working in the hog pen, and eat the hog's flock. But you can come to Jesus.
Through the heat and the cold, the 90 and 9, he left in the fold, just to find that lost sheep that was hungry and cold. That was hungry and cold. And I believe I'll go home and eat with the Father. The table is spread, and they're waiting for me. They're waiting for me. I can see the Father coming down to greet me. Lord, I'm willing to be. Lord, I'm willing to be just a servant for thee. Just a servant.
Then, Mom, you need to give your life over to God
Just a
tonight.
servant for thee. Just a servant for thee. Just a servant for thee.
You better stray away from God. You better not be reading your Bible to your kids.
Like the prodigal son.
And you walk away from God. You need to come back to Him. And you can do it tonight. Right now, you can do it.
And I traded my life for a world of good times. No peace in my heart I ever could find. And I got so tired eating after the swine. And I believe I'll go home and eat with the Father. The table is spread, and they're waiting for me. They're waiting for me. I can see the Father coming down to greet me. Lord, I'm willing to be. Lord, I'm willing to be just a servant for thee. Just a servant for thee. Like the prodigal son, I wandered from Jesus, but the good shepherd saw through the heat and the cold, the 90 and 9, he left in the fold, just to find that lost sheep that was hungry and cold. That was hungry and cold. And I believe I'll go
listening to the very best of Southern gospel music right here on WOTG Radio Network and Television and Alan Presley Promotions, Facebook Live and YouTube. Monday through Sunday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., bringing you the best in gospel music. Alan Presley Promotions is a listener-funded ministry. We would ask you to be in prayer about becoming a financial partner with Alan and Linda Presley to keep this wonderful music, the great music of Southern gospel, coming out to you each night. If you would like to make a donation to this ministry, you can send your donation to Alan Presley, 611 Old Highway 68, Sweetwater, Tennessee, 37874. WOTG Radio Network and Television and Alan Presley Promotions on Facebook Live and YouTube, Monday through Sunday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Come and join with us.
And folks, we are dedicating this whole entire program to all the fathers across this great land. And whether you be a Christian or non-Christian, we still dedicating the program to all the fathers. And folks, if you're not a Christian, let me beg you. And somebody said, well, you beg people? Hey, if it takes it to beg people to keep them out of hell, I'll beg them. And that's and you know, the Bible says go out and compel them to come in. Compel means almost a force. Almost a force. So we're supposed to beg. We're supposed to plead. Hey, it's worth it to keep people out of hell. And folks, we're going to dedicate this program, and I hope that there's some dad or some mom that will give their heart and life to Jesus Christ, because Jesus is soon coming, and you better be ready and you better be prepared. And we've had a great time here tonight, and I'd like to make this announcement. We got a holiday coming up this coming Tuesday. All business offices going to be closed down. The post office is going to be closed down. And everything across this great country is going to be closed down because it's a holiday. Linda's birthday is coming up Tuesday. But hey, we're excited about Tuesday. And Tuesday night we're going to have Jerry Allen Hall and his daughter Hannah is going to be live on a program coming up this Tuesday night. And if the good Lord's will and the creek don't rise, me and Linda's going to try to attend a burial service, Linda.
That's Tuesday.
Yeah, tell them.
Yeah, but you know what?
What?
I've got a test to have that done Tuesday.
Well, you didn't tell me that.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
Well, I don't know if we're going to make it or not to the graveside, but we'll see. I have to look at my calendar.
But anyway, my aunt passed away, and they're going to be having a graveside here in Sweetwater, Tennessee. And you can remember them in prayer too. And don't forget, this program is dedicated to all the fathers across this land. And maybe some of you want to have breakfast in bed, get your wife to bring breakfast, or your kids. But we're going to have a good, we've been playing songs to recognize the fathers out there. And Linda, any more announcements?
Not that I know of.
And you'll be seeing all this stuff coming up from the YouTube later on tonight. And who we got coming up to sing now?
Lorraine Howard.
Here's Lorraine Howard, and let's take a listen to what she's got. Let's take a listen. Here we go.
here to present to you many of the songs identified with the Blackwood Brothers Quartet in hopes it will bring back many fond memories. So sit back and enjoy the music our family has sung for over 60 years.
You've been worried of smiling every day, helping someone on life's way. From the paths of sin, bring the wanderers into the Master's fold.
Folks, that's our program here for tonight. It's Saturday night, and we appreciate you tuning us in. And like I said, this program tonight is dedicated to all the fathers out there. Appreciate you tuning us in. Please share our program and let everybody know that it is dedicated. We'll be having some stuff coming up from the YouTube sometime tonight. And you can share that too and help us get the word out there that this program is dedicated to all fathers tonight. We're going to say good night. God bless you. Good Lord willing. And the creek don't rise. We'll see all of you tomorrow night at the same time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. 2 hours of great music. Bye-bye, folks. Have a great night.
Good night.